Hi everybody, it's Stephanie, and I am doing a Touchy Worlds demo today. I usually do it, during the weekday, but I thought I didn't get it done this week. There was too much going on, so I thought I'd do it today. I like to keep the tradition of every 2 weeks of doing a free demo class. So let me begin with a quote. This one is called Centering Prayer. It's by Deepak Chopra. And it kind of goes well with my song that I have picked out for you today that I wrote. So here's the centering prayer. It says, in the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you. So I'll say that again. In the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you. So that's Deepak Chopra. So I thought that was a good quote for today's theme, which is slow down and listen. So this is a song I wrote back in October. Today I tweaked the words a little bit more. It's never ending with the song that you write. You always think in better ways. So anyways, I'm going to play that here for you today. It's about a song of, the mind knowing what's best for us, but really it's that going inward, slowing down, listening, where we find the true answers of what's best for us. And sometimes we don't know what's best for us, so we just gotta wait and see the gifts of what happens. So my strap just came off. I haven't had that one before. Looks like I gotta get a new strap. It's getting loose. Okay, so here we go. This one is called Slow Down and Listen. I just tuned it, but it looks like it got out of tuner again. Let me just check the sound. It's part of being live is versus pre-recorded. Being live, you get to, that one is, all right, sorry, it's, okay, now. I did open a window, so maybe that fluctuated the temperature and it got out of tune. Okay, so here we go. Many times I overthink, like dishes in the kitchen sink. Each thought adds another pile that needs to be clean. Wash with warm water and let it dry free. When time passes, you will have what you need. Slow feel the soles of your feet. I carry a ton of bricks when I live in regret. I wonder if I could have been different. My mind creates walls with little light to see until I close my eyes and breathe slowly. Slow down, listen to attention. Feel the soles of your feet. Feel the soul of your heartbeat. Let's sing that last line again. Feel the sole of your feet. Feel the soul of your heartbeat. Okay, we gotta do it 3 times. We always do 3 in Tai Chi. Feel the soles of your feet. Feel the bottoms of your feet, right? Feel the soul of your heartbeat. I got some heart balloons right there. All right, so that is slow down and listen. So we got the quotes and we got the theme for today, beautiful song. So let's get quiet, notice our body, notice our breath as we center ourselves. Maybe you're standing or we're sitting in a chair. We want the shoulders, hips, shoulders, ears in alignment. If you're standing, knees are slightly bent. That's me standing straight up, and that's just a slight bend. Chin is tucked in, tongue at the roof of the mouth. Imagine strings pulling us up towards the ceiling and roots growing into the earth. So let's just quiet our mind as we do a meditation. And this demo that I do, it's called Touching Worlds Together. On this January 30th, I think it is, 2022. And just noticing our bodies, noticing what's going on perhaps. Maybe you feel tension or stress. So let's scan the body, starting with the top of the head, going down the shoulders, the elbows and the fingers, going further down the spine, to the hips, to the thighs, the knees, the ankles and the feet. Letting go of any tension or stress that's in the body, soreness, achiness. You have it, right? Just think of anything. Let that be absorbed into the earth and recycled. Transform that energy into beautiful, fresh, vibrant energy that we pull up through the earth, through our feet, through the calves, through the knees, the thighs, the hips, the shoulders, the fingers, the arms, right, up to the neck, to the top of the head. And imagining your intention for today's practice. As we do this demonstration today, it's a little eclectic version that I do. So setting your intention, maybe it's for well-being, health, prosperity, peace. And if our eyes were closed, we can open them as we begin some movements. We're going to do the warm-up movements from Tai Chi for Health, which is Dr. Paul Lam. And after that, we always do something new, something different. And then I'd like to do the tapping and harvesting Qi from Spring Forest Qigong. So we're just bringing the hands up and down, droopy fingers, looking up and down. And now we're going to add on to it. Bring the hands up, turn the wrists, tuck the chin. Gently push out. And then we look down at the ground. So let's do that again. Bring the hands in, but not too close. Keeping a distance. And then looking down. We'll do it one more time. Maybe with your breath. However you like to breathe. And let's do it 2 more times in silence. All right, good. Let's bring the hands together, palms face each other. One hand sink down, face the earth, and the other hand turns inward. We keep the neck neutral. We don't look at the actual hand. We just use that as a guide to open up our chest and our neck, but keeping the hips straight. My hips don't move at all, as this is a neck movement. If you make it bigger, then it's, you know, getting the hips involved, and we just want the neck. So incorporating your breathing, however you like to breathe, just nice and slow. And we'll do one more time talking and then 2 more times in silence. Keeping a nice comfortable range, doing what's comfortable for you, okay? So we may look different. So let's do it 2 more times in silence. And then coming back, relaxing the shoulders and doing some gentle shoulder rolls, nice and small. And then let's do the opposite direction. All right, good. Now we do the hands circling around, called gathering chi. So hands bend, circle around, knees bend, and then we gently let the hands sink down the body, nice and slow. Opening up, gathering, and letting it sink down. And let's do that with our breathing. Breathing how you feel comfortable. And we'll do it 2 more times in silence. All right, good. Now we're going to do a movement for the spine. We hold an imaginary ball. Bottom hand rises up, gently push up like you're holding up the ceiling, but keep a bent elbow. And then bring the hands back together, holding an imaginary ball. But then we gently want to hold up the ceiling. And then coming back. It's a gentle stretch for the spine. Maybe for your shoulders too, as we stretch the hand up. But the intention is the spine. So I got my plants in the background today. I have a little different background, which is nice. And we're close to Valentine's Day, so I got the heart balloons. And it was also my wedding anniversary last week, so it's nice to have all that love in this time of year. All right, I think that might have been 4 times. We're going to do it 2 more times in silence, okay? However you like to breathe. And then we bring the hands back together. So whatever hand is an elbow is on top, we're going to go gently in that direction. So listen to your body. We're just gently turning, flipping the hands, not very far, and then going to the other side. So this is a nice spine movement. If you're feeling any tightness or stiffness, we are gently moving the spine. So it should feel comfortable. If it's hard to do, imagine, okay? So let's do it 1 more time. Sorry, two more times in silence. All right, good. So that is for the spine. Now we're gonna do the hips. We're gonna do the standing version. If you need a chair, just follow along in my past videos for a chair. If you need to hold on to something, this is my beautiful flower cart. And if people want some plants, let me know. I got a lot of the German ivy. I did grow extra to give away for friends. So just contact me if you would like some free German ivy. It's a it's a nice plant. All right, so we're gonna start with the heel in front. It looks like you can't see my feet, so let me move this back a tiny bit. All right, now that was a little bit too much of an angle. There we go. I think I just gotta tilt my camera. That's my problem. So let me do that quick. It's always something new when you do a different new location. So here we go. See my feet good now. Heels in front, hands in the back. We pause in the center. Place the foot to the side, hands in front. Pause and foot in front. Same leg. All the weight is in the other foot. There's no weight in that moving leg. And then we'll do that leg one more time. The leg with all the weight in it has a bent knee. All right, good. So let's do the other side, right? So whatever all the weight is in, it's just a slight bend. Heels in front. Come to the center, rest. Place it to the side. Come to center. And heel in front. Doing that again. Back to center. And one more time. All right, good. So let's do the other hip motion. Place the foot down and then bring it back in. Make sure you got room to do this movement. Make sure it's comfortable. All right, hand goes straight up, palm face the earth, hand goes across. So if this is a new movement for you and confusing, just do one hand, opposite hand and leg, bringing it in, right? And if you've done this before, then you can do the other hand. You bring the other hand across. It's near the elbow, but not touching. So we gently press, calling press against the wall. So it's a very gentle press, and then relax. And let's do this 2 more times after this one. So here, starting now. And I'll be quiet. All right, good. So now let's move on to the knees. Again, remember to do what's comfortable for you. When you watch this free programming, always follow the disclaimer, do what's right for you. All right, so hands are empty. There's a little hollowness to it. Feet are in a V, hands by our hips, knees are bent. We gently lift the one foot, tap, opposite arm goes out, bring both back in, and to the other side. This is good for your knees, but you might feel a gentle stretch in your upper back. You might feel a gentle stretch in your shins. Doing the movement with your breath. People tend to want to do this fast. So doing it with your breath slows you down. So however you like to breathe. I like to breathe with my hands opening. Breathe in and then breathe out, but you can do opposite. So we'll do it 2 more times in silence. All right, now we do the next movement for the knees. We lift the one foot, heel toe, shift the weight, arm goes out opposite of the leg, and then come back. So this is teaching the heel toe, shifting forward. This is really good for falls prevention and also mindfulness. When we slow down our movements, we slow down our mind. Tai Chi and Qigong is considered a moving meditation. It's about going in and noticing what you feel and feeling more relaxed. And let's do that 2 more times in silence. All right, good job. Now we do the ankles. Looks the same sitting or standing. Tapping the heel and the toe, up and down. And we go to the other foot. Really important that we do these movements as we age, or even if you're young, just to have healthy ankles. And then big toe, little toe, without moving your knee or your hips. Only the ankles. It's a hard one. So don't give up trying. And then the other foot. All right, so that is the warm-ups movements that I do in Tai Chi for Health. And I got a new class going at Apple Valley Senior Center. And starting in May, I'm gonna do online Qigong class with them. So let's see how long. I keep doing these free demos. I like to do it. Maybe I'll do it once or twice. Keep doing it twice a month or every other week. But let's see what happens in May. Okay, so I always like to do a new movement that is different. So I thought today, I was thinking about a couple of different things. I was watching a program that talked about how human beings are the only animals that can point with our finger. Like, that's how we learn our language development so fast. We point as a kid, like, we want to know, what is that? What is that? And so we hear the words and we can point. So no other animals, right now can do that than human beings. So, and if you notice, if you move your finger really fast, or say if you tap, your hands really fast, you kind of feel anxious, right? It's fast, you're moving fast. If you move your fingers kind of fast, you're, right? We say you're crazy. That's kind of a, I don't know if that's sign language, but right? Ooh, that person's, But if you go slow, see the difference. If you make slow movements with your fingers, you could just do one. Maybe you can do the other one. That's not your non-dominant hand. Speed it up. See how you feel. And then see how it feels slow. Or, tapping really fast. And then tapping slow. So it's feeling that stillness. So I wanted to incorporate that principle of Tai Chi. And that's Timmy, my cat Timmy. That in principle of mindfulness, slowness, and how that's really important that we do. So play with that little exercise. It does help you a little bit with the concept of slowness. So today I thought we'd do passing clouds, or waving cloud hands, or cloud hands that doesn't move our feet. So in Tai Chi, we usually move our feet, and that would be Tai Chi. Weight shifting. In Qigong, there's not as much weight shifting. So we'll do the Qigong version. So the Qigong, we want to lift one hand. Usually it would be the left hand. Hand goes down and across, and it goes up. It's kind of like you made a big smiley face. So let me do that again. Take one hand. Hands go down, made a big smiley face. And then it goes across, making kind of like a nice circle, if you can kind of see that, right? One hand, just try it. One hand circling around. And this is a concept that's used in a lot of forms, Tai Chi for better balance, Tai Chi Cha, waving, many of the forms in Tai Chi for Health use this. A lot of the classical forms use cloud hands. So now we're going to add the second hand, right? So one hand goes down and across, bring in the other hand. And it's about, the hands go up and down and go across. So now we're doing it with two hands, two circles going on at the same time. It might feel a little weird. And if it does and you want to hold back, let's just do one hand again. Hands going up and down. Palms face the heart, the inside, and then turns out. This is Yang style cloud hands. There's many versions, but this is a very popular one. And I've seen it in Qigong this way, waving cloud hands, passing clouds, whatever you. Now let's do that second hand again. If it felt too much for you, if you're newer to this type of movement. But if you've done this before, it will feel very natural. So it's just a matter of practice. So we want the hands to stay within the body frame. So we don't want to be out here, right? It's not a big movement. We want the shoulders to be relaxed. Doing it within our body frame. So waving cloud hands or cloud hands comes from blocking kicks and punches. That's kind of the martial art history of it. But it's also just moving, letting the clouds pass by. Right? Cloud rises and it passes. Or, I like to use metaphor. So like letting a thought rise and letting it sink, right? Letting it go. Going back to the theme of what today's class is, which is in the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you. So that's the quote. And then my song was slow down and listen. So as you're doing this movement, and it may not be perfect, it's okay. See if you can get in touch with that calmness within the midst of movement. So this is a wonderful, wonderful practice. You could do it forever. It never gets old. Because it's a way of brushing away the worry and the stress and allowing the wholeness of within, the peace within our bodies, letting life cycle through, as life is a circle. And if you're going a little bit fast, you can slow down a little bit. Or if you're feeling tired or discomfort, you can make it smaller. This is something you can do easily in a chair. It's kind of like the ocean, letting the waves rise up and then hit the shore, letting the waves rise and open up and hit the shore. That's another way to look at it. I like to use imagery or whatever it feels good for you. Bigger is not always better in Tai Chi or Qigong. All right, let's do it a few more times. And again, just playing with it. You can Google this, passing clouds. It's a classic movement in many, many, many forms of Qigong and Tai Chi. This is Yang style. All right. So letting our hands slowly come back to center and rest. And taking a moment to feel and notice perhaps our body. You can put your hands by your side or in the center, whatever feels good for you. Feels better to have it by my side. And just notice how you feel right now. Feeling at peace. Thinking about our intention. Holding on to that, if it's for wellness. All right, good. So that is our new movement. I always like to do the harvesting chi. I guess the beginning of harvesting chi is imagining that energy. So let's just imagine that before we start rubbing our hands. Imagining a ball of energy collecting and forming and shrinking. You don't have to do the hand movements like I am, but in your belly, getting smaller and smaller and smaller till it's like a vitamin. And you want to tuck behind your navel and know that that vitamin energy that you have there is always there with you when you need it. All right, so now we gather and rub our hands. And then we gently go up the bridge of our nose, around our forehead and our cheeks, making a beautiful heart shape, like the balloons behind me. And one more time. All right, now we want to cup the top of the head. That's like a hollowed shape, starting with the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm kind of blending the two of tapping exercises. We'll do all of them. And then in the back of the head, tapping the back of the head. Cupping, I mean, not tapping, sorry. Cupping. And now we are gonna rub. This one we don't cup. We just rub the C7. That's the neck and the torso connect. All right, now I always like to do the front to top to the back. That's part of the harvesting. But I also like to do the other ones for these demos. All right, now we're gonna rub our ears. So starting at the top, going down to the ear and pulling down on the earlobe a little bit. Good. All right, now we want to make a V shape and we want to gently rub up the ears, nice and comfortable for 2 seconds. One direction and 2 seconds down. All right, good. Now let's do some tapping, starting with the left hand. I'm going to mirror, cupping from the top of the shoulder, down with the palm up, and then we flip it. I'm going to get out of the way so you can look at my cat, Timmy. He's so cute. And one more time. Now we do the other side. Shoulder to the bottom. All right, good. Now let's do the arms, elbow sockets. So let's just do this one again. We're started first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's that cup shape. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Underneath the armpit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down the side of the torso. This is good for so many reasons. Lymph system. And other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And going down the torso. All right, we're gonna interlock the fingers. I'm gonna mirror you. So we wanna go from the right to the left, going down and around, and a clockwise motion. So I'm mirroring you right now. And then let's gently rub and hands again, feeling a lot of warmth and chi. Cup the back of the kidneys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rub the back of the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Now let's do the hip joints, tapping just loosely or with your knuckles where the dimple is in our butt cheeks. And then let's do the tailbone, the sciatica. All right, good. Then we want to rub the knees. So let's rub the hands again, rub the knees, rub our hands, then we cup the knees. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Behind the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we want to just gently lift our heels on the balls of our feet. Don't do it if you're pregnant or have spine pain or issues. Go on the balls of your feet, gently dropping. And one more time. So that is part of the Spring Forest Qigong. I do teach that class as well. This is just a demo, a sneak peek of what it's like. So let's do the closing for Dr. Paul Lamb. It's the tapping of the thighs. Crisscross is better, or straight on. Good. And let's just gently tighten our fist, go on the balls of our feet, or lift the heels if you're in a chair. And then let go, open up. Tightening up, letting go, tightening, and releasing. One more time. All right, gathering chi. Chi is life force energy. So oxygen, water, sunlight, what else? Smells, you know, anything that gives us life force energy. And we want to gather that. So hands up at the belly, knees bent or bend, hands circle around, sinking roll back down. Hands circle around. Maybe smile a little bit. Imagine you're gathering what you need from the earth, from the sky. Have it be absorbed into your body like you're breathing through your hands. You can also imagine breathing through your skin. And let's do that 2 more times. Gathering emotions, you know, positive things that help and uplift you. And letting it sink. Good. All right, so let's do the salute as we end our free demo, which is touching worlds together. Trying to do it, and I'm doing it outside the box. You know, I'm doing music and a quote. You know, some practices do that already, but trying to be cumbersome of what I can offer. All right, so last thing, the salute. Right hand is a fist. It represents strength. Fingers together, that's like a high five. That means friendship. Bend the thumb, that's humility, and together, mutual respect. So that is the greeting in martial arts. I thank you for watching and being part of it, sharing with others, and thanks for the people that joined on Facebook. And it's going to be uploaded to YouTube. All right, thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Many blessings. Bye.